Hello students, today we'll see the third part in Unit 4 Civics, that is India's foreign policy. So far we have completed up to the policy of disarmament and the basic concepts of India's foreign policy. Today we'll start with the SAARC, that is South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. So the full form of SAARC is South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. SAARC is an organization related to the economic and geopolitical. It consists of 8 countries, the countries that are located in South Asia. The main motive of SAARC organization is to promote and develop the countries economically. SAARC Disaster Management. So this was a center which is formed for disaster management and it is formed at New Delhi. The main motive of this SAARC Disaster Management Center is to reduce in the South Asian countries. SAARC satellite is a proposed communication cum meteorology satellite by Indian Space Research Organization for the SAARC region. So Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, so it proposed a satellite for SAARC region and a satellite of communication cum meteorology. So communication we know, meteorology means the weather research. So SAARC organization is a group of 8 countries, right? So these are the 8 countries. The member countries are Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Maldives, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Contemporary context, change and continuity in India's foreign policy. So first thing is prioritizing an integrated neighborhood. Neighborhood first policy. India's foreign policy. So foreign policy is related to the concept of neighborhood, right? So India, it gives the political and diplomatic priority to their neighbor countries and also their neighbor states. So it gives the support to Maldives. This neighborhood concept is essential for India to develop itself in many ways. India supports its neighborhood countries in the form of resources, equipment and training. So this method gives a greater connectivity to all the countries. Bridging diplomacy and development. The main objective of India's foreign policy is to improve the domestic development of India. So it helps India to improve the domestic development. This includes improving the technological access, the sourcing capital, gaining the market access and securing natural resources. So these are all the development which India has achieved. A gradual transition from look east to act east policy. So a change from the look east policy to the act east policy. So Myanmar, it acts as a land bridge between India and the Association of Southeast Asian countries. The main aim of Association of Southeast Asian nations is to become a part of Asia and also to balance the power in the Indo-Pacific region. And through this policy, the Asian, that is Association of Southeast Asian nations and the East Asian countries, it play a role, and the 3 big elements of this policy is it includes the physical connectivity of the countries and the commercial things and the security related things. Economic development. So India's political moves. So it is influenced by the economic activities. So many countries are now voluntarily willing to maintain a better relationship with India, but India want to attain a fast and a balanced economic development. So for this, to attain a developed level, India has maintained their peace and security. So if they maintain their peace and security, then only they can concentrate on some other issues or some other matters in their country, no? So they maintain the peace and security. After that, they have developed their markets, investments, technology, their mobility of personnel, fair global governance, and a stable and fair environment conducive for growth. So these are all the necessary things for the growth of a country. So India has developed, India has attained a great level in these departments. India as a leading power. So we have already learned that India became a member of G20 group and the BRICS association, right? So through this, India became a fast growing economic country, and also India want to become a permanent member in the UN Security Council, that is in the United Nations Security Council. So now India is safe and secure. So their interest is diverted in some other things, that is like the natural resources, and to maintain the open shipping lanes, seeking investments and the trade opportunities. Conclusion. So finally, India has maintained a formal relation with many nations, and also it became the world's second most population country. It became the largest democratic country in the world and also one of the fastest growing country. India did not form any military alliance with any other country, but it had a relation with many powerful countries. India also fight against the terrorism. So it is also the strength of India. India has to improve itself in economically and also in the security. So at the same time, it worked for peace and freedom of the people. So India adheres to the foreign policy principle. So what India tells about foreign policy is, in international relations, there is no permanent friend and no permanent foe. Only the interests are permanent. So that means when it comes to the international relation, that is the relation with the countries, when it comes to the international relation, there is no permanent friend will be there. So there is no permanent friend countries will be there, and no permanent foe. Foe means no permanent enemies. Okay, foe means enemies. Only the interests are permanent. That is, only the goodness of your country is permanent. Some new challenges forced India to adapt the new realities, but the basic principle of India's foreign policy remains the same. It does not change. Thank you, students.